Hello, good morning or good evening, whatever you tune into this. So, at the time of recording, it is like February 24th, and by the time you see this, it'll likely be like early June. So, technically, I guess you're a time traveler. Hopefully, you didn't get ripped to shreds in the process. So, I'm on a walk. It's like almost 10:30 a.m., and I'm just kind of thinking about the really annoying fact that a lot of times in this world, if we are not secure within our boundaries, if we're not secure within ourselves in some way, we will be victim to other people's poor behavior. And I think about it a lot, I guess, because I'm living that, you know what I mean? I'm living in a place where like the people are so, God bless their hearts, but they're so just not it, bro. Like, they're lacking in empathy, they're lacking in respect and consideration. They don't care about other people, you know what I mean? And it's like I continuously have to be affected because of that, and I think it's so fucking annoying, you know, because it's like I'm just minding my business, I'm just doing what I'm doing, working on my shit, trying to get the fuck out of here, and y'all walking around being all nasty and just not giving a fuck about how you come across. And it's so fucking annoying. And I guess if I had to turn it back on to me, I'm really thankful that I have a level of empathy, that I give a fuck about other people, because I don't know, because a lot of people like that be delusional as fuck. They be thinking that you know what I mean? They be thinking that they're kind, that they're nice. But no. And no tea, no shade, but I don't know how anybody could ever think that they were a nice person when you're like abusing dogs. Like, you know what I mean? Point blank period. I don't know how you could think that you're a nice person. And it's not necessarily that they're claiming to be nice people, but I don't know. They definitely do put on the show sometimes, and I'm like, you is evil, bro. Even if not through your intentions, through your actions, you're fucking evil, you know? I slept in the bathroom again last night, and that was okay, you know? But I think it's so fucked that in order to get some level of privacy, some level of peace, I do have to hold myself away. I think that's so ridiculous. That grown adults, people who consider themselves to be grown adults, can't be respectful enough to consider that there's a sleeping person at the door. Like, what? Because you know for a fact, I know for a fact, that if any of those people were in my situation, if they were in my shoes, they would have beef with, like, if I was them, you know, if the roles were reversed, they would have beef. Because it's like, why are you being so fucking, like, blatantly, like, disrespectful? You know what I mean? But people like that also have a really hard time with empathy, like I said. So it's really hard for them to truly understand what their actions do to people, because they don't experience that. They don't experience the other side of that. They don't experience people being fake nasty to them or fake nice to them. They don't experience people being negligent towards them. They don't experience that. And if they do, they don't necessarily interpret it that way, because once again, their brain cells aren't working. I was originally off today, but I'm supposed to be going into work today, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But like, there's always this anxiety before I go to work, and like, I don't know, it helps when my mom takes me to work, but it also doesn't, because I don't know, she really knows how to fucking like corrupt my energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really knows how to piss me off. And I don't know, once again, I can't imagine not having empathy, not imagining how my actions impact others. So it's really crazy to me to think that people go around not considering their actions in an objective manner. But yeah, like I've said before, I talked about this in recent videos. You just have to make sure not to take it personal, not to internalize it, because people like that are just stupid, unfortunately. And like, once again, it can affect you if you let it, but like, once again, being aware is the key. Like, knowing when to exit the conversation, knowing when to pull back, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, this is gonna be a shorter video, so hope this was helpful, hope this was useful. Have a nice one. Bye.